But one thing is that we are faced with this massive COVID-19 pandemic. And I think one specific topic we want to kind of go through today is to see that, okay, how has that affected the problems that we are having in the cybersecurity world?
The first point about COVID-19 is that it's made us even more dependent on our digital systems for all of us, whether we're individuals or whether it's a healthcare organisation. The way that we've seen it with the in the NHS is that it is critical, absolutely critical, that all of the hospital systems and the data is protected and continues to be available during the crisis. So the impact of an incident has gone up, so therefore we have to put even more effort into protecting it. Some of the themes I thought I might just go on about, therefore about what we're seeing by how the threat has changed. So starting with those nation states. All of the main nation states who do this work, but particularly I'd emphasize China, are very aggressively going after data and data particularly relating to vaccine research. So, and this means academic institutions are very much being targeted, as well as private companies. And we're seeing it with other actors who have got a strong cyber capability. They want the data about the populations, and they want the data about the research and countries' response. We see the crime groups still continuing to target the medical supply chain and carry out ransomware attacks. Recently, there was a 2 weeks ago an attack against Fresenius, who are a manufacturer of kidney dialysis machines. One example. We've had attempted ransomware attacks against the NHS in the last 2 weeks, which fortunately we were able to mitigate. And of course, finally, they are looking. These crime groups are looking to exploit remote access, because that's what we're all using these days. So there is these groups are really looking at this to see whether the way that we access the systems, the VPNs that we're using, etc., are secure. So in summary, the impact of a cyber attack the impact is going to go up during COVID-19. It's more important that we have this. We're seeing the threat change, not necessarily grow in terms of sheer volumes of attack, but much more sophisticated attacks focused on the areas which will really matter for our response. I'll stop at that point.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's a question that, you know, obviously with everyone working from home, we've just exponentially created the doors into both our personal and our corporate networks. I mean, one thing that is a question that I would ask everyone here is, like, how many people know what the password and user ID and password are for the router that exists in their home networks? Because obviously you have the password and user IDs to access your corporate networks, and if you weren't using a VPN, then how secure is your infrastructure in your home? And it's something that the companies that have everyone working at home have to take a look at very quickly, because we have left ourselves open, given that coronavirus has forced us all to work from home, that we are probably not secure in our home networks.